Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kira, and as you can tell, my background is different because I'm in the reserves and it's my drill weekend, and I live 50 miles or over 50 miles from my NOSC, so I'm in a hotel for the weekend. Today was actually my first day checking. I'm not checking in. I checked in back in March, but this is my first drill weekend. So I had NDOC, and I think I'm gonna have it again next weekend too, just to like finish it off. But yeah, I had NDOC today. I got my units, and yep, that's pretty much it. Now I'm back here in my hotel room until tomorrow, and then tomorrow I go home, which I'm kind of happy about. But tomorrow's also Mother's Day, so I'm gonna be traveling on Mother's Day instead of being at home with my son. Anyways, this video I'm going to talk about weeks 5 and 6 of boot camp. Now I'm gonna throw out a little disclaimer. Boop, disclaimer. I was in a push division, and Jesus, I can't stand my hair right now. I was in a push division, so I graduated on my week 7 day 1 day, my 7-1 day. I graduated then, so everything for me was a little bit more pushed and condensed versus like what it'll probably be for y'all. But I'm gonna just go ahead and just say it anyway. So week 5 for me, or your week 5, this is when you will be starting your firefighting classes. So firefighting classes is like a week long. It feels like you will have classes over pretty much everything containing like fire safety and the different classes of fires and just stuff like that. The classes are long. They can be a little boring, I'm not gonna lie, but they can also be kind of fun depending on the instructor that you have. It's very far. Okay, I'm just gonna say it like this. My barracks that I was in boot camp was like here, right? It was over here. This this was where my barracks was. Let me use my car keys. The firefighting class was like all the way on the other side of the base. You see, I put the keys out the way, right? That's how far it was. It was a long walk, y'all. It was a long walk. Oh God, I hated it. I hated that walk. It was, God, it was so boring. It wasn't a boring walk, but it's just a super long walk. But anyway, so you go to the classes, and that's pretty much it. You just go to the classes every single day. Yeah, it's about a week longer, like at least 3 or 4 days of classes. And then I think on one of the firefighting classes that you go to, you do the gas chamber, but they no longer call it the gas chamber, they call it the confidence chamber. So you go in the confidence chamber, and honestly, you guys, it was not that bad. Like, I think it's more like when you come out of the chamber and that fresh air hits you. Well, yeah, the fresh air hits you and you still got that chemical in your eyes and your nose and everything like that. That's when it kind of starts to sting just a little bit more. But when you're in there, I mean, it stings, but it wasn't that bad for me, at least. I mean, like, majority of the people who went in from my division and my brother did, like, they walked out and they was just like, okay, so there's nothing, my cup isn't, they make you, okay, so you have a gas mask, right? Before you go in the confidence chamber, you have a gas mask, and the gas mask is put on. You put the gas mask on, and they make you test it way before you even start walking to the confidence chamber. So they make you put it on, and they test it, and you test it to see if the seal is right, and everything like that. They give you a certain amount of time. And you'll understand why they give you a time limit on putting it on and taking it off and turning it on and everything like that. You'll understand why a little later on in boot camp. Or matter of fact, they'll tell you that day. They'll tell you why it's like, they time you on it. But yeah, you do that, and then after you do that, then once everybody has a fully functioning mask, then they will take you into the confidence chamber, and they'll line you guys up against the wall, and then they'll explain to you what's going on, and then one of the petty officers will go and they'll start doing a little burn thingy with the fire, not the fire, the stove or whatever. They start releasing a chemical. You got your mask on so you won't see it. Of course you won't see it, you won't smell it, taste it, nothing. It's not going to affect you because you got the mask on and sealed. Somebody would, when I was there, well, I think he was a chief. He was in there and he was talking and he was like, yeah, I'm in here, the chemical has been released, I mean, I don't feel nothing. That's pretty much how he was. He didn't feel anything and he was like, yeah, so yeah, and then he walked out. So because I kind of knew it was starting to get to him too. But they'll tell you, they'll tell the first row, you know, mask off. You take the mask off, you hold it up above your head, and then you have your cup. This is what they call your cup. Your hand is your cup. You have your cup, and then they'll go down the line, and you'll say your last name and your division. You'll say your last name and your division, and then they'll say, I think they either say exit or get out or something. I don't know, but they tell you to leave, but they'll bang on the door. They'll be like, get go, 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 go. So everybody's trying to like walk out of there. Nobody was really running, at least not my division. We wasn't running because it didn't really affect us like that. I don't know, we was weird. So we leave, and when I went through, when I was saying mine, I didn't have any effect to it until like they told us to get out. When they told us to get out, that's when I started like feeling the burn. I was like, ooh, kind of burn there. Got a little spicy kick through it. Like, dang, I honestly felt like I ate like some real spicy hot wings. That's how I felt. And then you put your mask. No, you keep your mask. You keep your mask, and then you, like, if you have any spit or snot in your hand, then you dump it or something, or you spit. Also, there's like this little sink. You spit in a sink, and then you pick up a rag or something, I think, and you clean. No, you don't. I'm sorry. Then you just walk back to the class. Y'all, I'm telling y'all so much information. You walk back to the classroom that you came out of, and then once everybody's done, they'll talk to you for a second, they kind of debrief you. You also have a briefing before, like a medical briefing before you go into the confidence chamber. So they're like, hey, if this, that, and the third applies to you, come let us know. We'll determine if you can do this or not. And you have to do that in order to graduate. So but yeah, so you go back in the classroom, medical would debrief you or whatever, and then after that, then they'll take you guys back into, not the confidence chamber, but where you spit at, and you'll pick up a rag and you'll clean your mask, and then you'll put it back on the hook, and then you go back in the class and wait for your RDCs to come and get you. That's the confidence chamber. And I think that's not the last day. So your last day at firefighting, you will do like the firefighting simulation. I'm pretty sure everybody's seen that on like one of the Navy bootcamp videos put out by the Navy. You do that. My division, though, we didn't get a chance to do that. I don't know why, because, well, the people there, they were using us as test dummies to figure out like how they were going to move the other divisions coming in. They were trying to figure out like how they were going to move them around on like, oh, we can do this for that, hold on. Okay, they were trying to figure out like how they can move them around and make it more efficient. So we didn't get a chance to do it. Our entire time spent in the firefighting chamber, or where we were supposed to actually fight the simulated fires, we didn't get a chance to do because we was pretty much being their test dummies. So everybody was mad. My entire division, my brother did, we were all mad, y'all. We was not having it. We was like, man, we wanted to fight those fires today, and y'all just gonna deny us that because y'all want to play. Like, we are not y'all test dummies. We was all lit, y'all. We was mad. We was not having it. When we got back to the compartment either, we was like, I don't even care. I don't care. We was not, y'all. I don't know if our RDCs picked up on that, but y'all, we was mad. So anyway, after that crappy experience, we ended up just going back to the compartment. Or no, we went to eat. Yeah, we went to eat, and we went to dinner. And then we went back in our compartment, and the rest of the night was up to our RDCs. So that's week 5. And then week 6 is preparing for battle stations and preparing for graduation. Or that's what it was for us. So I think this video is about to cut off, so I'm going to go ahead and cut myself off right here. I'm going to do a part 2 just to kind of like get week 6 in there, because I kind of messed that up. But yeah, see y'all in the next video.